Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. In the last episode, we made it over to Cianwood City, and we pretty much got everything we need to cure the Ampharos. Before we do that, in this episode, we have a gym leader to face here. Cianwood City Pokemon Gym Leader Chuck. His roaring fists do the talking. Because yes, actions speak louder than words. And so this here, you can probably tell from that signboard, this gym specializes in fighting types. And so, therefore, if you want to have a good advantage, you should bring, like, either Flying-type Pokemon or Psychic types. And we have our first guy, our Black Belt. Black Belt Yoshi? What's Yoshi doing here? Probably just went into hiding after committing tax fraud. Okay, I don't know why I just referenced that. That's been, like, an old Silver Gunner joke from way back then, so I'm bringing it up, and so I probably should start doing that. So, I kind of did a lame-ass Force joke back in my Let's Play Link to the Past, and, wasn't too thrilled about it, so... Anyway, so Black Belts, of course, they specialize in fighting types, naturally. This guy uses a Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee is, of course, known as the Kicking Fiend. It knows, basically only these kicking-based attacks there, so, like, low kick, and then there's high jump kick or jump kick and whatnot. I don't know if he ever does know a high jump kick, but if he does, high jump kick, or at least jump kick. They have real good attack power, especially high jump kick. But if it misses, it takes damage from crashing. So you want to be careful of that. And I don't think its accuracy is 100% either. And it just uses meditate. I think it just raises up its attack, and I think just its attack, or maybe defense and whatnot here. And then we got the next black belt. Yeah, I kind of stuck in between those two black belts that they're either. Yeah, I guess for nothing. Unless you're Psychic types. Black belt Lao. And he uses a Hitmonchan here. Hitmonchan knows basically any kind of the punching-based attacks, but it's also able to use any kind of elemental-based kind of punches, like Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch. Unfortunately, though, since all those are special-based, and Hitmonchan's, its special attack is shit, it's only good with a physical attack. But thankfully, though, starting with Gen 4, thanks to the physical special split, all those punch-based attacks, they become physical. So any of those elemental-based. So that way there, Gen 4 gets so much better because of it. So if you want to like teach any kind of any of those elemental-based punches, well then there you go. So thankfully Gen 4 actually does manage to fix it. So that's how it's using a Fire Punch right here. So yeah, like I said, very shit special attack there. Because the whole thing with fighting types is that they're real good with attack power. Not so much with their special base stats or even a special defense. So because of that, you can actually hit them real easily with Psychic types, or those with a very powerful high special attack stat like Psychic types. But that's how like Psychic types can get pretty broken, especially back in Gen 1, and they're still good at least against those fighting types even in Gen 2, despite the fact that they managed to get a bit nerfed with the introductions to Dark and Steel types. I was trying to use a Pidgeotto for these fighting types, but Pidgeotto, well, I guess at the time it wasn't really very good with physical defense, so managed to just get taken down pretty easily. Words are useless. Here, lay your fist to talking. I come out of the gym signboard here, so yeah, I had to do a bit of a cut right there, because just have to visit the Pokemon Center because of Pidgeotto feigning. And this guy will use the Machop line here, and pretty soon we're gonna be seeing the evolve form. Now, for this gym puzzle, all it is just with pushing boulders. You want to make sure that one of your Pokemon know the Strength HM, since by the point we would have already got the playing badge from Whitney to be able to use Strength of the overworld. So what we gotta do is that, like, if you see these boulders, you want to make sure to push them in the right kind of order. But if you push the boulder in the wrong kind of position where it becomes stuck, then you won't be able to press forward. So the only way to reset the boulder puzzle is just by exiting the gym and then re-entering, so that way they would reset. And this is our first scout with Machoke. Machoke evolves from Machop at level 25. Very much same kind of good stats and whatnot. So and still pure fighting. Also one of those Pokemon that evolved to Machamp by trait evolution. So if you want a Machamp, then make sure you have at least somebody to trade with, which is not going to be very easy. Yeah, good luck with that. And of course, I was lucky enough to actually just at least have 2 of the 3 guesses, which we'll probably see a little later on, of course. Like I just don't speak there. Because you just let the fist do the talking. Alright, so we'll go ahead and move these boulders here. In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the layout where the whole puzzle is completely different. Where instead of pushing boulders, we have where the gym leader Chuck, he's meditating under a waterfall. And so, in order to actually get his attention, you have to push the switches to stop below the waterfall, and that way there, you basically just, you literally just interrupt his training, because that's how apparently he just trains like that. So, you know, just push that switch, and then the waterfall flow will stop, and then that's how you can battle him. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, so this guy here is going to be using Mankey once again, and pretty soon we'll be seeing its evolved form. And he just gets pretty good with a Karate Chop. Karate Chop is like a real good with a good attack, and I just want to make sure you use a quick attack as well, because, you know, being a prior +1 move, especially if Pidgeotto's in danger. Ah, god damn it! Experience bar just went right there. Oh, and here's Primeape. So Primeape, like just like I was saying with Mankey, you know, great with physical attacks, not so much good with special defense, but it's real fun to use. And, you know, I gotta say, though, come Gen 9, oh, man, Annihilate. Yeah, Primeape finally gets an evolution in Annihilate, and my god, I fucking love Annihilate. It's such a great Pokemon to use, and, you know, I actually used one in my team in Scarlet. I haven't used it for Violet, though, because I was playing both Scarlet and Violet, and I didn't go for that one in that version, because I picked out Fuecoco, which later evolves to a Skeledirge, which is, you know, a Fire Ghost type. But Annihilate is like freaking amazing. You know, it's real fun to use. I love it so much. And actually, as a matter of fact, though, come to think of it, remember back in Pokemon Sun, in Sun and Moon, where it's Primeape's Dex entry in Sun. It was saying that you know, because Primeape gets so angry, it dies as a result. And I guess you could say that it kind of proves as a foreshadowing to Annihilate, because it does become a ghost fighting type. You know, well, you know, it gets the ghost typing. So, yeah. Foreshadowy. And no pun intended there. Or maybe I did. But yeah, seriously, I love Annihilate. It's such a great Pokemon to use. Kind of a pain in the ass evolution method to use, because you have to use a move Rage Fist 20 times in battle, but it's very well worth it either way. So anyway, that was all the trainers to fight here, and so after Pokemon Center visit, now we reached Chuck. And, yeah, his name's Chuck. I see what they did there, because he specializes in fighting types. Kind of think of another kind of Chuck here. And he wants to prove his strength by fleeing this boulder, something that none of our Pokemon can even do, even the fighting type ones. That's illegal. Why would we even do that? And it has nothing to do with Pokemon either, so yes, we should battle. Alright, so here we have the fifth gym leader, the fighting type specialist, Chuck. And so Chuck is going to be starting with Primeape, of course. Primeape has some moves, Leer, Rage, Karate Chop, and Fury Swipes. Those are the ones I haven't really explained much. Rage, actually, I think I've already explained Rage. Oh, and also, by the way, Chuck has full heal, so if you ever inflict any kind of status on a Primeape, then you'll use the full heal. But yeah, I think Rage I've already explained a little before. Karate Chop is, well, it's a pretty good damage dealing fighting type move. Probably like the only kind of actual fighting-based kind of move in Gen 1, unless I'm thinking of others. And then it's a move Fury Swipes. Fury Swipes is a 1 to 5 turn kind of attack, where, you know, your Pokemon will just take a bit of a damage, but it can just go for, you know, for hitting for like 1 to 5 times. And Pidgeotto just got knocked out, so I have Nightshade to count on. Oh, and Leer Fail, that's good. Yeah, eat my Shadow Ball. Eat my Shadow Balls. That's how you become a Ghost type in like 25 years later. Yeah, I can't believe it took like 25 years to get like to get some Pokemon to evolve in Gen 9. You know, for probably like the longest time. So it's kind of crazy when you think about it. And then next up is going to send our strongest Pokemon. This is Poliwrath. Poliwrath is, of course, the evolved form of Poliwhirl, just by evolving with a Water Stone. It becomes a water fighting type. And of course, like I said, it has an alternative evolution in Politoed. But you know, I personally think Poliwrath is better. And it can be pretty dangerous to go for, because Poliwrath has some moves: Hypnosis, Mind Reader, Surf, and Dynamic Punch. I already explained about, like, you know, Hypnosis and Surf, which you already know about, but Mind Reader. Let's talk about Mind Reader first. Mind Reader, it's basically like a walk-on kind of base move. So, like, if Pokemon uses Mind Reader, then it'll be able to use any kind of move, and it'll be able to hit easily. Like, it'll just take aim at the Pokemon. It's kind of like that one move, Lock-On. Where, like, you know, it's highly guaranteed that that Pokemon move, like, you know, even with very low accuracy, like Dynamic Punch, for instance, It ensures that that wouldn't be able to miss at all. They'll actually hit very accurately. And Dynamic Punch is a real beast of a move here because Dynamic Punch has a high attack power, low accuracy, but if it uses Mind Reader, then it'll be able to be more successful. And then if it actually hits the opponent when it does a feint, it causes confusion immediately. So yeah, you really want to be careful with that. So that's how that's actually how brutal Poliwrath can be. Yeah, because you know with a Poliwrath knowing Dynamic Punch. So make sure you have some bitter berries or these full heals as well, because that's what I use. And yeah, I guess I used it at the wrong time there. Because I don't think well, I wasn't quite paying attention. I wasn't sure if Poliwrath actually did use Mind Reader beforehand, but I was actually hoping it would miss so because of its low accuracy. But that's the thing you want to watch out for. And also, Poliwrath is pretty bulky as well. It has some pretty good special defense as well from what I can see here. But anyway, we got Poliwrath down, and so Chuck has been defeated. Yeah, lost. How about that? You're worthy of Storm Badge. Alright, so after you know, that prize money, and so with that, we have received the Storm Badge, and so 5 badges down here, folks. And now that we have the Storm Badge, it makes Pokemon to level 70 obey, even trainer ones. It also lets our Pokemon fly. Yes, so now we can use Fly in the overworld. And then we also have received TMO1, which contains a Dynamic Punch. Unfortunately, though, I wouldn't be able to use the move on any one of my Pokemon because you know, like I said, I don't really go for I always go for accuracy over power, like I've been saying. So anyway, that's outside. And so now that we have the Storm Badge, we'll go ahead and talk to Chuck's wife here, and so be able to use Fly at long last. And so yes, finally, now we can be able to go anywhere and just avoid having to do a bunch of backtracking. And so I'm gonna teach that to my Pidgeotto because I needed a flying Pokemon that knows to fly. Let's see, let's go since he was gonna go. Ooh, damn! Kind of shame your own husband there with you know, he's been getting chubby. Anyway, so yeah, 5 badges down and only 3 more to go. And so next up would be just having to face off against Jasmine. So I had to go ahead and just heal my Pokemon because I actually kind of wanted to see what that gym guy was saying. So let's hear. Yeah, you won. I could tell by looking at you. Yeah, except that the sprite is all completely blank face and has no expressions whatsoever. I mean, only because of sprite limitations, which actually is something that's always bothered me in Sun and Moon. Where, like, you know, the player's always, like, blank face. He always smiles, no matter the situation. Well, except during pre-render cutscenes, where, you know, he actually does, or they actually show, expressions. But in the overworld, nope, all just nothing but smiles. Even in the most dire of situations, even facing against a life-threatening kind of task. It's always gonna be smiles, 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 smiles. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, now we're gonna be able to use Fly, and so we'll just be able to fly basically to any town that you've already visited. And so you're always gonna land right in front of the Pokemon Center. But you know, I'm actually real glad that we can do that. So that way we could avoid backtracking. And yeah, I decided to go ahead and just cut back up to the Lighthouse because you know, so as to not waste anybody's time. So if you will not take anything running with it, they can trust me though. So let's go and give the Secret Potion to Amphi. And so there we go. Amphi's all feeling better, and yeah, there's a little bright flash of light there. Alright, so wonderful. Thank you so very much. I will return to the gym. Alright, so Jasmine's going to be going back to the gym, and so that means we can be able to challenge Jasmine for the next badge anytime we want to. However, I'm not going to do that just yet, though, actually, because now that we have Surf, and now that we also have Fly, there's actually a bunch of areas, some completely optional areas that we can visit that we haven't even been to before. And so there's also some trainers that's going to be in those areas as well. So I want to make sure to get at least the experience. So yeah, before we take on Jasmine, I want to make sure to just you know, grind up with enough experience, because you know, considering that you know we just got the Storm Badge, and then that means we would just be battling Jasmine right away, like just right afterwards. Something that no other Pokemon game has ever done. First things first. So I want to go ahead and just take some money out of mom savings here back over to New Barktown, because you know I did spend like some money for the Super Repel, so I still want to be able to get the Poké Dollars I probably could have had a while back, and so that's actually one thing I'm kind of glad about, that we had the bank system right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just Okay, like 69,000 a year. Nice. Well, I mean, just 69,000, but like, well, it's still just a number anyway, so that still kind of counts here. Before we leave the house, though, I do want to show this off. One of Mom's phone calls says that she bought this doll, or this a Pokemon doll. So what we can do is that you can actually decorate your room here, and so you can actually just be able to customize some different objects. And we have the Charmander doll. You can actually just set it up over to the left or right side of the table, so it's actually pretty neat. You can be able to decorate your room. This got completely omitted in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, though. Yeah, she doesn't even buy any dolls whatsoever, so there's no, like, decorations and whatnot. Probably because, you know, this is actually something that, I guess you could say it's kind of a precursor to Gen 3 with their, with the whole secret base system they can do, but, yeah, unfortunately we couldn't really do that in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, so, yeah, that's, it's something, like, incredibly minor, so, like, you know, it's kind of pointless in a way, but it's still a neat little thing anyway. So anyways, yeah, that's why I want to go ahead and just say, you know, since we have the surf and, the ability to use surf and fly in the overworld, then we're going to go ahead and just do some backtracking and to other areas in the, in Johto. Since you know, there's like some areas that we haven't even been to, or we couldn't even get to because of those, but since we have those, then we can go ahead and just, you know, backtrack to those optional areas. Yeah, like I said, those are completely optional, so, you know, you can actually just explore those if you want to. But there are trainers there, so I want to go ahead and just show this off and at least battle those trainers. That way there my Pokemon can have more experience, so, you know, because I don't really want to have to just, you know, go for the Let's Play and having to, you know, just having to defeat Chuck and then go straight out to Jasmine. I didn't really want to do that, so I at least want to do some grinding first, you know, just to make sure my Pokemon had the experience. And so, yeah, that's pretty much all I say about that, you know, just doing some completely optional rats. Because, you know, because then again, though, like I said, no other Pokemon game has done this, and so you want to make it so, like, we're going through some different routes and battle some trainers, going like, in between each gym, so, you know, I just want to be able to do that. You know, just for the sake of doing some training here and just picking up some items as well with Surf. So, I think there was something else I was want to say. Oh yeah, what that guy over in Cherry Grove City just gave us was Mystic Water. That powers up the Water type move. So I think I gave it to. I don't know if I. Oh, actually no, I didn't, because I know Lumos is probably gonna learn like a bunch of water-based moves. Well, most of those being like the HM water moves like Surf and Waterfall. I'm not so sure about Whirlpool though, because Whirlpool, I mean, there's not very many Whirlpools to go through, and so I probably might need probably an HM Slave for that as well. But even though I don't really use it much, but you know, but Whirlpool is like a very it has very low power, so I mean, I wouldn't really recommend just keeping it. I guess it's best used for an HM Slave and whatnot. All right, so yeah, I guess there's just not much else to say. What we're gonna do though is that for one of our first explorations that we'll be doing is that we're gonna go back over to Dark Cave. We've actually been here before, but there was like some bodies of water that we could just you know, use surf on. And there's also that one area that we can actually exit out from, like for one of the exits. And then that way there we can actually just battle some trainers that one route. I also like how, like, you know, from a visual standpoint, that whenever you're in Dark Cave and and then you use Flash, like, it's the whole coloration here, or this whole color resolution, it actually looks very dark, because, you know, it's actually the kind of darkest the darkest kind of color they see here, the kind of shade that there is in this Dark Cave. It's actually real nice to look at. It looks kind of foreboding here. Anyhow, so how have you guys been doing? Hope you guys had a fun, safe Halloween. I wasn't able to celebrate Halloween because I had to close out work, because of course they would do this to me. Yeah, because I wasn't really able to do much. But then again, though, I wasn't really, didn't really have much plans for Halloween anyway. As much as I wanted to celebrate it, because, you know, because Halloween is without doubt my favorite holiday of all time. You know, and also, you know, with October being my absolute favorite month, it's just, you know, I just love it so much. It's just so fun to do. It's like some dark gothic kind of thing. Yeah, there's just not much else to say about, like, you know, with Halloween. And we're at routes 45 and 46. It's actually in one of the routes that you'll be going from the last city from, where you find the the final gym leader. It's actually one of the exits from Dark Cave. There's actually some trainers here that we can battle right away. They have like level 14s or 15s and whatnot. We have these campers and picnickers here. One of the picnickers have a Pokemon that we haven't used we haven't seen just yet though. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch around my team for a bit here. Let's see, I think I'll yeah, as well be having Drew to take the lead here. So let's go and talk to her here. She's one of those trainers where if you have her, where you have your Pokegear number, then she actually gives you a stat boosting item. I think it's a protein or what was it? I can't remember. So here we have a Pinnaker Erin. She has a Ponyta. Ponyta is it's very fast, you know, very speedy kind of Pokemon. It's good with physical based moves like Stomp, but because but I'm not sure how, well, I think it might have some good special attack as well, but I can't exactly remember. It has some moves like Fire Spin and whatnot. But yeah, it's a real good speedy Pokemon at that too. And Drug wants to learn Harden, which is one of those earlier kind of moves here, but I'm not going to teach it though. All it does is basically just raise defense. But, you know, Drug is already pretty defensive to begin with. Well, you know, at least with Graveler itself. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, hopefully you guys had a safe Halloween. Like if you guys went and did some well, any of those kids did some trick or treating. Or those of you who are already parents and you have kids and you just went and did some trick or treating with them, then you know, hope you guys have fun with that. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I have to go to work. As for what I've been doing lately, I've been playing a lot of Super Mario Brothers Wonder, and I'm playing the hell out of it though, cause like I'm actually having a real good time with it, cause you know it's you know, just first starting with an N, it's, you know, it's a real fun game to play, and you know, actually a real great idea that as well. You know, with these level level designs and all the you know, all these thematic worlds, you know, it's such a fun game to play. I'm having a real good time with it, like, you know, like probably going along the line with people just saying that, you know, it's probably the best Super Mario Brothers game in such a long time, and I'm actually really agree with that so far. It's a lot of fun. So if you haven't already, you really should pick up Super Mario Brothers Wonder. And also, I gotta say, the second level with Partner Plant singing, oh my god, it's so adorable! I love it so much when I first listened to it. It's like, oh my god, they're singing! They're just singing. It kind of makes me not want to kill them, you know, because they just want to sing. It's just so adorable. It really is. I was just like, well, kind of sound like a fangirl for that. Well, even though I'm just like, you know, it'd be more accurate for doing a fanboy, because, you know, I'm just fanboying here because I'm a man. Anyway, so there's a couple more areas to check out over in Dark Cave. Actually, I went ahead and turned off the bicycle because like you know, the controls for that were very fast, and it was kind of hard for me to navigate around here. So yeah, that's pretty much you know, what I've just been doing lately. Pretty low on repels, so it's actually one of those things where, you know, I need some more of those super repels especially. We'll be exploring the rest of the Dark Cave, because there's like a lot more areas to go around in, but you know, there's also some areas that we can't really access just yet though. But it's all just like items and whatnot that we can pick up. The item inventory is actually getting pretty big though, because I think you know, just like with Gen 1, it's very limited. But thankfully though, you know, unlike Gen 1, we have like different pockets for it, so that's actually a good step up. But you know, if only in the regular item inventory, then it actually could get pretty full with 20 items, so you want to keep in mind for that. I gotta say though, you know, I never really mentioned this one feature about Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you know, with walking Pokemon. Now, you know, in those games, you know, they have the introduction for, like, you know, just like with Pikachu and Pokemon Yellow, they actually brought it back in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, only this time you actually do it with any kind of Pokemon that's in the lead, and I love that feature so much. And that's the one thing that I really have been begging Game Freak to bring back, and they finally did with the Let's Go games. So that was actually something I was real glad about, just, you know, because I like having my Pokemon follow me and just, you know, talk to them and see how they react to certain environments. It's actually one of the best features they could ever done, and, you know, kind of love for them to bring it back. So anyway, so I think this is where we'll reach a stopping point. So next time on Let's Play Pokemon Crystal, we're going to explore some more optional areas and about some more trainers there and all that stuff. So I will see you guys next time.